It was the night before Halloween, and every year at midnight, Jasmine would turn back into a pumpkin. As she was partying, her makeup started to run off her face, and everyone saw that she was actually a pumpkin. It wasn't a costume, it was her face. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jasmine Rivers, and today I'll be showing you how I got the Halloween pumpkin look. I already have my base makeup on. We're going to start out with my eyebrows. I'm just brushing them up here. We're going to start out with a water-based paint. I'm going to start out using the color green. I just mixed up a blue and a light green to get this color. And I'm just going to fill in the first half of my brows with the green. You don't have to make your eyebrows green. I just chose to make my eyebrows green. As I'm doing this, I'm going along with just making things up. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going along with my creativity. So next, I'll take a green eyeshadow and I'm going to put that over the green paint. I feel like it just sets the paint, and I want this look to be long lasting. So now I'm just taking my black eyeliner that I got from the Halloween store. Since I will be using a lot of this, I just figured I would just buy the actual eyeliner from the Halloween store, but you can use any eyeliner. I'm just filling in the second half of my brow to get that really sharp, edgy look. It kind of reminds me of the Joker, but we're not doing that look today. So yeah, I'm just filling in my brow. Now I'm just filling in my other brow. Now I'm just taking my brush with the green and blending in the black with the green together. Now I'm using my Wet n Wild Photo Ready concealer to clean up my brow, being very careful not to get it on the work I already did. Now I'm using my beauty blender to blend out the concealer, going around the eyebrow, being very careful to try not to mess up my brow. But if you do mess up your brow, you can always go back and fix it. Now I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer to conceal underneath my eyes. I'm going very heavy with this concealer because it's Halloween and I want my makeup to look really perfect. I'm also extending the concealer way past my eyes to get a more dramatic lifted look. I'm also using the concealer to highlight my nose, the middle of my forehead, and I'll just use this to bring more light to those parts of my face. Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild concealer again just to add a little more brightness to the look. Now I'm blending it out with my beauty blender. All of the products I'm using today will be linked down below. I'm also using the excess concealer to go over my eyes, and that will act as an eyeshadow base. Next, I'll be using my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm just setting my concealer. I'm blending in the powder with the concealer. I'm not baking with this powder. Now I'm just setting underneath my other eye. Now I'm just bringing the excess powder that's on the sponge onto my eyes, and this just creates a smooth surface for the eyeshadow. Now I'm just taking my Milani concealer and I'm just going to use it as a contour since it's a deeper shade, and I'm just going to place it on the perimeter of my forehead. Next, I'm taking my airspun powder and I'm just going to use this as a protector from the eyeshadow that I'm going to use pretty much. But I'm also setting my face as well, but because there might be some fallout from the dark eyeshadow I'm using, I do not want it to mess up the makeup that I already did. Now I'm just taking a brown eyeshadow and I'm placing it on the outer part of my eyes, and this is just going to bring some depth to the look. I'm also making it dramatic, so I'm starting out with the brown and I'm just bringing that brown up into the crease as well, but only halfway, and I'm just gonna keep blending it until it looks good. I will be doing a cut crease for this look. Now I'm just blending the other eye The more you blend, the better. For some reason, I feel like I was getting Oompa Loompa vibes with the brown. Now I'm taking a burnt orange and I'm going over my crease with this. And I'm bringing it out towards the brown to blend it some. And then I'm bringing that orange towards my nose. I'm just following the natural shape of my eyes. Now I'm just bringing whatever's left on the brush towards my nose so that it can soften the look up. Now I'm just taking my blender brush with the brown, whatever's left on the brush, I'm just blending that with the orange so that it can look like one cohesive look. Now I'm just taking my concealer once again and I'm going to use it to cut my crease. I'm putting it on the base of my eyelid and bringing it up a little bit over my crease. This will be used to define my lightest color, and it also makes a more dramatic look. I'm only placing the concealer halfway on my eyelid, and then I'll be using a burnt orange and putting it on the outer half of my crease. I'm patting the eyeshadow onto the concealer because I really want it to show up. This is also a brighter orange than the other orange that I use in my crease. Now I'm just taking my blender brush and I'm blending the orange and the brown together. Now I'm taking a light orange shade and I'm placing that on the inner part of my cut crease. If you have not subscribed yet, guys, please subscribe. The button is right down below. Thank you. Now I'm just blending the deeper orange and the lighter orange together. You want everything to look uniformed. I'm just bringing out some of that darker color towards my nose. It creates a natural contour shape. Now I'm just taking a clean brush and I'm blending out and softening the edges. So now I'm taking my eyeliner again and I'm going to make a dramatic wing liner. When you think of a pumpkin lantern, you think of usually triangle eyes. So I'm trying to mimic that shape of the triangle, and I'm really extending my eyeliner towards my eyebrows. So now I'm taking a deep black eyeshadow and I'm just extending it towards the end of that eyeliner, and this is just going to help me create that triangle shape that I want, and it's going to make the look super dramatic. And instead of looking like very pretty, it's just going to make it more dramatic. Now I'm just blending that black into that other color that's already there so that there's no harsh lines. So then I just decided to emphasize the triangle look that I'm going for by adding another line. Now I'm going to place a brown eyeshadow underneath my bottom eyelashes and then use the orange for the rest. I'm taking a clean brush and dusting away the excess powder. Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. eyeliner and line my waterline, and I'm also going to use this to tightline so that it looks really dramatic. You may skip this step if you have very sensitive eyes. You can't forget mascara. This is an e.l.f. Cosmetics mascara and it's jet black. I'm using this airspun powder to mattify the places of my face that get really shiny. Next, I'm taking my Hoola bronzer to set that contour and to also bring some life into my face and some definition. Now for the fun part, I'm taking a water-based paint that's orange and I'm just painting the lower half of my face. I'm just going along with the shape of my face, and then I'm taking a black water-based paint and I'm just going to put that on my lips, and this is going to create the mouth of the pumpkin. At first the black wasn't showing up as well because of the orange, so then I just decided to use the black eyeliner, and it made it so much easier. But just extend the line from your mouth towards your ears, and then just place lines up and down, up and down, up and down. As you can see here, I'm just going over the paint that I already placed down, and I'm just making everything darker, and then I'm just placing lines up and down again. There's no real technique to this. I'm just going on what I feel looks good. So the lines closer to my lips are longer, and the more I go out, the shorter the line gets. Don't forget underneath the mouth. And now I'm just going to start outlining the nose. You can't forget the pumpkin's nose. I'm just making basically a triangle with 2 points, and then I'm just filling in the pumpkin nose with the black paint, and then I'm just going over it again with my black eyeliner to sharpen it up. Now I'm taking a liner brush and some brown eyeshadow, and I'm just creating lines so that it mimics the lines of pumpkins. And I'm just going along my face. I'm basically putting 1 inch between each line, and then I'm taking red eyeshadow and I'm just going right over that brown on both sides. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I cover each brown line. The red just adds depth and shadow to the line to make it look more realistic. Now I'm using yellow eyeshadow, and I'm just going to place this in between each line on the orange, and it just creates a more natural looking pumpkin and shadow. There's no wrong way to do this. I'm just placing it in between each line, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm just going back to my nose to contour with my Hoola bronzer because I forgot to contour my nose. And then I'm just going to place some really dramatic eyelashes. The more dramatic, the better. Now for the melting part, I'm just taking a foundation and I'm just dripping the foundation down my face. I learned that maybe I should have painted the foundation on my face because it took forever to dry, but you live and you learn. Also, if you really want the super dramatic drip look, you can always get the Miron 3D gel, and that would be perfect for this look, but I'm just using what I have. And I would also recommend that you keep your face upright when you're doing the drips, but this is how it came out looking. Next, I'm using the decals I got from the Halloween store. I really wanted these pumpkin ones, but they ran out, so I just decided to use the jewels because I would also like to extend that triangle look that I was going for and bring some more glam to my face and be extra because it's Halloween. You can't go wrong using these. You can place them anywhere you want, but when I placed these underneath my eyes, I thought it made me look like more like a clown. But then I also cut the decals in half and placed one on one side and the other on the other side, and it came out looking great. You have to be really careful when peeling the decal off of the plastic. As you can see, one rhinestone had came off, but it still had the sticky part, so I was able to still use it. And this is the final look, guys. I really hope you appreciated watching this video and learning, and I hope you try this look for Halloween. Can't wait to see what you guys recreate from this look. If you do, tag me. And after that Halloween night, everyone wanted that melted pumpkin look, and Jasmine created a trend. Ha 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 ha. If you haven't already, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.